Hey there, Luke here. I have here a Garmin Instinct Solar Tactical Smartwatch that I'm currently using for my everyday watch, and I want to talk about some of its features, what I like, and what I wish it had. So first of all, this thing is a beast. It's damn near perfect for me in the military. I can use it for running, rucking, swimming, hiking, land navigation, plotting 10-digit grids, you name it, it does it all. It's rugged, the watch face is customizable, and the battery lasts literally for weeks, partly because of this e-ink display. Mostly everything you expect from a premium smartwatch is all right here. It's awesome. Now, this is the second generation of the Instinct lineup, the solar powered version. I can plug this in and charge it like normal, but I also have the backup option of leaving it outside for a day or strapping it to the top of my ruck to catch sunlight and slowly charge it that way. Very few other smartwatches have this option right now. Garmin also offers the Tactics smartwatch, which is solar powered, but it's over twice as expensive as this one, the Instinct. You know, being in the military, I'm always finding myself in a spot without power, so this was a must-have feature for me and what drew me to the Instinct series. So this is also the tactical version, and I want to focus a little more on what those added features are and how they're employed. The base watch itself is great, but what makes the tactical version an ideal solution for someone in the military? First of all, it adds a stealth mode. This will cut off any communication with the watch. It won't send or receive data. Now, I personally didn't see much use in this. It's not like I can flip on stealth mode and then be able to bring this into a classified briefing or something. No devices like this will be accepted regardless of any fancy stealth mode. I could see this being useful overseas in an austere environment. There have been cases on FOBs and other military bases where running trails or operational routes have been recorded on smartwatches and have been unintentionally automatically uploaded to the web for public view, which obviously compromises a ton of operational security. If you don't trust your device not to do something like that, then this feature is something you'd be interested in. Second, it adds a Jump Master mode. The Jump Master feature follows military guidelines for calculating the high altitude release point, or HARP. It then detects automatically when you have jumped to begin navigating towards the desired impact point, or dip, using the barometer and electronic compass. Now to me, this is a lot to rely on, and so I absolutely would not be using this as a primary altimeter. Definitely double up, but nonetheless the feature is there for you to use. Lastly, the Tactical Edition adds an NVG mode. This allows you to see the watch through your nods without any backlight. This to me is the best feature added. If you're working under nods, there is no excuse to be using white light, red light, or having a bright watch face lighting up and exposing you. This feature is perfect for night land nav, checking your bearing, saving grids, glancing at the time, and when you get to your objective, maybe even timing for actions on objective. Now, unfortunately, through my own testing, I pretty quickly found a flaw in this feature. Every personal issued NVG device has a manual focus with a minimum distance to the objective lens out to infinity. For my issued PVS-31s, that minimum distance is 18 inches. This means that anything closer than 18 inches in front of me is going to appear blurry, including this watch face. I can't physically stretch my wrist out 18 inches from my objective lens and still be able to read the watch face. The best I can do is probably about 10 inches. And so therefore, I can't read this watch through my nods. So this is my warning to everyone buying this watch expecting to use it under nods. Check the minimum focus distance of your nods to see if it'll work first. I know a lot of guys are still issued PVS-14s, and guess what? They have a minimum focus distance of 10 inches. So you would have no problem using this feature. As long as you understand, you will have to manually focus your nods every time you want to check your watch face. But not all hope is lost for PVS-31 users. In this watch's NVG mode, pressing the backlight option will illuminate the watch face just slightly enough to be able to read it with the naked eye. It turns the brightness way down so it doesn't illuminate you or highlight your position. You'll just have to read the watch by rotating one of your tubes up. Okay, so smartwatches have been around for a while now, and what I'm starting to see in the military is people rely on them more and more versus devices that are typically issued to you. The most common device I'm seeing replaced is the Garmin Fortrex. These have been all the rage since like 2010. But can this smartwatch replace the Fortrex? I believe the answer is yes, but just barely. If you compare the specs between the Instinct and the Garmin's newest Fortrex, the 601, they both will easily get the job done for you. But the Instinct is first and foremost a smartwatch, and with that comes extra smart features that the Fortrex just doesn't offer. At this point, I would only consider getting a Fortrex if you like the bigger screen, prefer removable batteries, are on a budget, or just want a dedicated land navigation device separate from your watch. Lastly, I only really have one gripe with this, and that is that it doesn't have internal music storage. I can control music from my phone, but no phone equals no music. When I go on a run, I prefer empty pockets. I don't want extra weight or anything bouncing around on me. I'd love to be able to throw on my wireless earphones and play music straight from the watch, but that's just not an option with the Instinct. Garmin's Tactics smartwatch does offer internal music storage, and so that alone will probably get me to upgrade in the future, maybe a year or so from now. One more thing. So speaking of years, it might be worth noting that the original Garmin Instinct was released in 2018, and the Instinct Solar, this one, was released in 2020. So if they're keeping with the 2-year release schedule, I would expect an upgraded Instinct model releasing this year in 2022. I know some people like to get the latest and greatest, so keep that in mind if you want to get one of these. And okay, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you thought this review was worthwhile and you'd like to see more. Out.